So today is an exciting day. We're going to be starting the flooring from the original house into the extension. Derek's already hard at work, and what he's doing right now is he's going to be tying in the old floor to the new floor. So he's currently picking some selections of flooring to pull up of the old floor so he can tie that into the new floor. So let's take a look. Hey Derek.
Hello.
So the original flooring is hoop pine, and so we bought hoop pine to match this. And we got knotty hoop pine because that's the original floor, and also it was a little bit cheaper than the non-knotty pine. And as you can see, so we opened this up. This used to be the wall of what is currently the kids' bedroom, and this is one of the openings heading into the extension. And from here, this will actually become the master, and then that will be our corridor, our new entrance, and that will be the walk-in wardrobe. So my name is Claire O'Connell, otherwise known as Renovate of Life over on socials. My Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest is all linked below. If you love everything to do with home, DIY and design, make sure to hit follow and to subscribe to our channel. Please like this video if you love the content and you're finding it helpful. Otherwise, I look forward to sharing more information, and let's get back to that flooring. So Derek is making great progress with the floor. There's always 3 things that you've got to do before you start any job, so he's kind of working on that at the moment. So as you can see, he's now removed pieces of the old flooring. Now there are 2 areas in our house that we're tying in the old house with the new house, 2 entrances, one which is the master, which is what I showed you when we were cutting it out, and the other is the bathroom. Now we haven't quite finished that section of the master. We have finished the bathroom, so I did want to show you where we're at and how we did it and how it all looks. Now we haven't actually sanded it back and stained it, but you'll get the gist. This is what I was talking to you about, a transition. So we could have very easily cut directly across here and put in a transitional strip, and then that way the original flooring would have met here, and then the new flooring would have started here. But instead we wanted to create this seamless flow. So this is the original flooring, and you can see, look at that big beautiful hallway. What we had to do was, as you saw from the original part of the video, we needed to cut out the flooring. We then used a couple of things to help us maneuver these in place. So the way we were able to these in place is that we needed to actually start from here. So you're cutting out sections, and then you have to almost force the wood into the available slats. So here's a little tip for you. So we used a small sledgehammer, because I just found with a normal hammer, when I was hitting the wood, I just didn't have enough strength to push the wood into place. So one of us stood as the piece of wood was getting, so as you can imagine, we needed to push this piece of wood all the way up here. And so one of us stood to put some weight. We didn't put all our weight on the wood, but stood to put the weight to allow it to feed it through, because it is tongue and groove. So, and then the other person used the small sledgehammer, and basically all you do is you put this at the base of the wood and then hit it with the sledgehammer. So you can see from hitting it, it damages the wood. So obviously you don't want to do that with your flooring, because you'd be ruining the flooring. And then the other thing you want is to have a second piece of cut off. Now you want to make sure it still has the tongue and groove, because as you're slotting the pieces into place, you do need to, some of the wood is a little bit warped over time. Some of it is just like that. So you sometimes need to bang from the side to push it into place. So now we have this beautiful, seamless, transition into the bedrooms. You've got, there's no transitional strips. It's really, really gorgeous. And then this big, beautiful corridor heading into, this corridor will go right through into the main living area. Now, just to give you a little sneak peek, so this is actually the entrance now. This is the bedroom section of the house. This will be heading back into the rooms. And this frame here shows you where the edge of this door will be. and we've opened it right up to the ceiling. So just a fun little tip is if you are opening up a hallway or a doorway, the best way to maximize space is to take it up as high as you possibly can and as wide as you possibly can. Now, you may need to customize a door. If you want to put a door on it, you can build it yourself, or if you're just opening it up. But if you just leave it as a standard doorway, there's less light that goes in, but this is a really budget-friendly way to create space without actually adding any space, if that makes sense. And what we're going to be doing here is putting in a pocket door, so you'll actually be able to push this door back. This is the corridor which will go into our master suite. Actually designing that at the moment. We'll build that out and I'll share obviously all of that with you. So outside of that, I just wanted to share with you, we have finished the flooring in each of the kids' rooms. Now, before we sand this and stain it, we will need to finish off the trim. We need to patch and sand all of the nail holes from the walls and the ceiling. So there's still a bit of work to do. So hopefully you found this video helpful. There are small tips and things that if you don't think of, sometimes you realize after the fact. And you know, adding a flooring without a transition, it takes a little bit more work. But for us, it didn't cost us anything else. It didn't cost us any extra money. We're not floorers. We don't do this for a living. We're DIYing our home. Now we've basically researched what we could possibly do, but we knew that there was another option other than a transitional strip. And for me, it's just a telltale sign that it's an add-on. And for any renovation that we do, I'm all about it being really empathetic with the original house and making it look like it was there the day that it was built. And I think that is a sign of a beautiful renovation when people don't know what you've added on to the floor plan versus what was originally built there. So if you love everything to do with home design, DIY and renovation, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I can't wait to share more on our home renovation.